this is up and running, we'll go live. Let's see if we got anything in here. So look, there we go. So it is official. So what we thought what was going to be happening all the way through the week since his name got put into the hat is Tony Pulis is going to be our first team manager. Very well by the club, actually, with what they've done with like some of the very clever little things they put out, i.e. get your cap while you can. I think that's very smart by our social media team. But this is going to be an interesting... Hey, I don't know why that's up there. Hang on a moment. Give me a minute. My thing is showing a thing that I don't want. Edit. Give me a moment. I did not realise that was there. Delete. Change. We'll just nick something quite quickly. Hang on a moment. I haven't been live in a very long time, as you can tell. But very, very pleased that it's out the way so quickly. I think there's going to be some people who are not going to be happy with this appointment. I'm not going to lie. I think there's going to be people who are not going to be happy with this appointment at all. But we'll see what happens. For what we need right now, he's the right person for the job. I'm not going to lie. But right now, he's the right person for the job. Hang on a moment. Desktop. Open. There we go. Save. But we need to get behind him. That's the big thing. We really need to get behind him now. At the end of the day, he's a huge person to get in into the club. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It'll be interesting to see what happens there because he's the kind of person we need. He will organise us a bit better. He will make us hard to beat. And he wasn't the person I wanted to bring in, let's be honest. His kind of football isn't great. But right now, that's what we need. We need someone to come in who can organise us, make us hard to beat, make us very compact. His teams don't go a lot, but if you get that one goal, they defend well. It'll be interesting to see how Barry Bannon react to this because he's had him before in the past at Pulis, and it wasn't like it was not great things he said. He just basically said, you're not the kind of player I need right now. So it'll be good to see what happens. Yes, I have seen a lot of people go, this is a dinosaur, he's an old school manager. But when you look what was out there, there wasn't much out there to pick in terms of experienced manager. Like a lot of people were asking for Eddie Howe. That was never going to happen in a million years. Cheer for that door on top. And I really do think it's a good appointment. Out of all the experienced people, he's the one you go for. But the irony has not, kind of passed me by. Because when Gary Monk got sacked at Middlesbrough, Tony Pulis became the manager at Middlesbrough after him. So I think we've got to back him, like we have done with all managers that we've had in the past. We back them and we've got to support them. I've already seen people turn around and tell the club to F off and this is a wrong appointment, no ambition, this kind of stuff. It's like, what are you expecting? What are you looking for in this appointment? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get what you want, kind of thing. You can't please everyone. It's like that, and that's the thing. I think there's going to be a situation where you need to have a bit of stability, and that's something. As much as some fans might not like it, he will give us. Now, it's sounding more like this is a long-term appointment instead of the short-term that we first thought. it was going to be. He's going to be interested in how he gets it all sorted and how he plays. I'm very interested to see what happens here. He will make us, like I keep saying, he'll make us hard to beat. He knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, I'm kind of annoyed that I don't think his assistant is going to be Megson. It would have been a stroke of genius that has happened. But he got to be that kind of manager that's allowed to do what he wants to do. And we know what Tony Pulis teams are. That's the main thing. We absolutely know what Tony Pulis teams happen. Apart my stream status had gone down. Let's have a look why that is. I can't see why. No. So I apologise if the stream gone down a little bit. You might experience some buffering. Nothing I can do about it on my end at the moment. I think he'll be a good for the season, but I can't see him here being for next season. Well, Bob, it sounds like he's going to be on a 2-year deal. So he might be here for next season. It seems like it's going to be a 2-year deal and see what happens. But of all the candidates we had, and I was one of the people who first said, don't really want him, football's not great. And then I went back a bit. I was like, the style of football at the minute is not really important for us. You consider what position we're in. We need a manager who knows how to get teams to grind out results. And while you're here, you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd much appreciate it. It'll help go it further forward. Zcast, that was not really going to happen though. Eddie Howe was not going to come to Wednesday. He's looking at another Premiership team. It's a little bit like what happened with Chris Hughton. When we went for Chris Hughton, he wanted the Premiership appointment. Waited and waited, it never turned up, so he came down a little division. That could happen with Eddie Howe, but I think you'll see him go to another team in the Premiership very, very soon. He knows the division, like old man Gamer said. Hey Dean, how you doing, mate? He knows the division, he knows how to set a team up, and if a chairman can give him the time and let him get the plays he wants, we know what kind of plays he likes. Could he be the person that gets Jordan Rose firing again, figuring out how to play? Now, a lot of his favourite formation is still 3 at the back, which will be interesting to see what happens. Will he call Westwood back up in January? Will he turn around and say, you're going to be my manager? My goalkeeper. Is he going to go down that route? There's a lot of things in play here. And this is the interesting thing with it all. We need to think that in the position we're in now, someone like Pulis gets you out of that position and makes you kick on. And let's remember, when he was at Middlesbrough, at one point, they were only 1 point off getting playoffs. That 1 point could be crucial for us. And if you look where we are in the table, he will push us on. I think, to be honest with you, Dean, I think he's going to be okay with Bannon. Because I think at the time, he wasn't looking for pretty football in that sense. He wasn't looking for that path. But I think Tony Pulis is smart enough to realise that Bannon's the heart of that midfield and gets it creatively going and knows how to get the ball going. In that sense, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets all ironed out and it's all fine. I will be interesting to see what happens with Wednesday and what players fit in mould and which players go. I'm going to be interested to see what happened with the coaching staff, because remember, a lot of the coaching staff that was with Monk, who came in January, left. So has he got his own coaching team set up ready to come in as well? I'm glad we made it so. We've made it so he's going to have a week with the boys to go get his plans in place, figure out what he wants to do, have that kind of communication with them and go, right, this is what we're going to do. Let's see with free agents around at the moment. Exactly, he's the kind of person who could bring in a free agent and turn around and get something going. You feel a bit sorry for what happened with Monk. He thought he was ready to kind of turn it around. He had that kind of thing. But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, we now have to back Tony Pulis. Even if you don't like the appointment, even if you're pissed at Chansiri, if you're a fan of the club and the fan of the team, you have to now back him and see what he can do. For all we know, there could be a really, really smart appointment. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens when everything happens, people coming in and what player go out, what player come in, who he brings in with some of the backroom staff. In one sense, it's not an appointment Wednesday fans want, let's be honest. But if you look at it realistically, it's the kind of right character to bring in, kind of thing. It's the kind of character you're going to get in. We need to have a look at what Tony Pulis has done in the past with other teams. He's done very, very well at certain clubs. And the one thing you can remember with Rory Delat with his long throw-ins, well, Patterson is that kind of player at the minute. So if Patterson can put those balls in, it could be something worthwhile to build on. So I'll be interested to see how we do in our first game against Preston with him in charge. But for me, this is an excellent appointment in terms of the experience and just with the kind of manager we need to get out of this potential dogfight we're in. Yes, the football isn't going to be pretty. The football isn't going to be kind on the eye. But what we know it will be a team that will grind out results. It will be a team that will be well organised and well drilled. And it'll be a team that will play for the shirt. He'll make them have more pride in the shirt again. Personally, would have preferred Paul Cook, but hey-ho. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have liked that, but it'll be interesting to see where he goes next, because he's definitely got a chance to be a championship manager now. I think it'll be interesting to see how we do. What you want, pretty football and losing, or ugly football and results. Exactly. That's what we're missing. We need someone to be a bit ugly football and win games. And that's something we haven't had for a while. We've had the kind of look at this really cute pass to someone, but then lose the ball in midfield, or we have something where you got the ball in midfield, you try and play it to someone and they're not there. You know what you get with a Tony Pulis side. And yes, that will be a bit of the case with people who come against us. But at the same time, we know what we need right now, and we need results. And we need to make Hillsborough a fortress. That's what he will do. He's done that at most clubs. He's very good at making them... it will be very good to see what we do there. And hopefully... we can change it up a little bit and see how we do in that sense and how we go forward. I'm very interested to see what we do in this next game coming up and how we're going to set the team up and how we're going to play said team. Because I think there's a lot of potential here for us to get going. So let me just sort this out a moment. Copy. Oh, fuck. Paste. Nope. Let me just sort this out a minute. My title needs redoing. It's not the best. Can tell this was a rushed stream. Copy. Put it at the front. The Sheffield one. Just sort this out. Let me know what you all think about this as well, kind of thing, because I'm very interested to see how we do and how we pull this together. Because I think this could be a very, very smart move by us to get us to the place where we need to be. And if it kind of worked at Nottingham Forest so far, in a sense, they're starting to push on. You're starting to see a team working well and seeing what they can do. It's the right time to get the viewers in and get the fans behind it. And how, if we did this later, like say January, could we have been too far adrift? Could we have been too far adrift and not been able to get back into it? I think we got to give him time, give the players time. But one thing we know we will get is ugly football, but we get results. That does get results. Let's see what we got here. I'll take 1-0 wins over 2-3 losses any day. I only hope this is a short-term appointment. If we don't start playing football this season, it's unlikely we will next season either. Where's the ambition? To be fair, Jez, he did quite well when he was at Middlesbrough and got on very, very close with that kind of football. I think it's a 2-year appointment. I could be wrong. But that's what all the rumours were looking at, that it was going to be a 2-year appointment. Let's have a look. Sheffield Wednesday just brought something out. It's interesting that it said our new first team manager, which is interesting, the word in there. Let's have a look. Have we put anything up? No. We've not put anything up about his appointment. So it'll be interesting to see who he comes in as his assistant as well. And the other fact that we don't have a backroom staff at the minute. So we're going to need that as well. So I think this is a smart appointment. Let me know in the comments below once this video has gone past being live. And let me know what you think, because this is a very smart appointment in terms of getting someone that's experienced and know what they're doing. Thank you for watching, guys. If you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to share this video, please do so. But thank you for watching this quick live stream, and I will do possibly a live stream tomorrow or Sunday with a bit more going over this. This was a quick one just to say he's here and see what we can do. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.